Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know why I was doing a Scottish accent.
Rainy Pretoria.
Mm.
Yeah. Having a beer.
Yeah. Reflecting on the weekend's rugby.
Please
Six
subscribe.
Nations, the greatest
Rugby competition.
What do they call it? Rugby's greatest championship.
Championship.
Yes.
Okay, if they say so.
Yeah, if they say so. It was pretty good though.
We want you to watch, so we agree.
Mm.
Being South African and all, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Mm.
It was like Wales Island.
A very enjoyable weekend of rugby so far. I mean, France still has to play Italy.
Like I think there were some nervous Irish fans. 50, 60 minutes in.
Yeah. Yes. I. Sorry, but everyone likes an underdog.
Yeah.
We like the Irish as well, but we try and be as objective as we can.
Any other day we would have supported Ireland.
Yeah. Was that the first game of the weekend, right?
No. Other than the Bulls game, but we'll discuss that.
Yeah, so yes, I picked up a few things early on. I tried to watch it quite critically, and if obviously Wales showed a lot of heart.
Yeah.
But just the line speed that Ireland defend with, Wales don't defend with that same line speed and stuff. So one of the guys, I said maybe they just don't have the pool of players at the moment, and Gatlin's doing his best and stuff. But I
Gatlin's gone now.
Yeah, I think they can be coached a lot better, and I think this sort of proves it. With this kind of performance.
Do you think that's coaching, or do you think it's just like he went in there and the coach walks in there and he's like, guys, we can't take 50 points at home again.
No, I think the coach just absolutely motivated them. It was just maybe he's just like a Rassi, well, not like a, but similar, as in a motivator.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, the aggression that the Welsh had at the breakdown.
Yeah.
We haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really wanted to blow the Irish away.
And
then like some of the things, like some of the guys, I think they look pretty young. I don't know those wings.
Yes.
That one wing looks like he's like 16 or whatever, but he was super pumped up.
Yes.
You know, so I think it was a lot of motivation, like you say.
Yeah, and great for the competition, great for World Rugby. We've been every week we're like, yes, it's bad. It's like one of the few European nations where rugby is the national sport, and the Welsh people need Wales to perform, and and it's looking up. It's only 1 week.
Yeah. I'll say this as well, like one or two of the, like Prendergast I thought can be brilliant. Like he did, like there was a 50-22 deep in the second half that that really I mean it's demoralized the Welsh, that sort of thing. But he had one or two, and we've seen it throughout the Six Nations. He sort of he throws a poor pass, or he knocks the ball on in a tackle, and that actually gave like on the one in the one instance, I think the Welsh got the ball, and I think they did actually go score off of an error, or at least got into the Irish 22 and got points.
Well, this might not be a popular thing to say, but I saw a little bit. You have to be confident when you're such a young fly. There was a little bit of cockiness that I saw as well in Prendergast, where I thought he was a little bit overconfident, but obviously he's a huge talent. Talking points in the match, like cards and stuff.
There was the Welsh got a yellow, did they, for a head?
Just check.
No, they didn't actually get a yellow on that instance. So there was a review.
That was just a penalty.
So they're on cards. There was just that one review, isn't it, of an incident? But then they didn't find it to be.
No, they were just. I thought it was a bit of common sense, just giving a penalty for that, because that could have been. That could have changed the game a little bit.
Yeah. So the Welsh were their tries so close together? Like literally both tries in the 42nd minute. No, it was at the end of the first half. There was a try in the 42nd minute, and then early second half. So this is an error. I must report this. And then obviously Jamie Osborne and Jack Conan's tries
That was good, eh?
James Lowe tapping it in from...
Slapping it in, and then he was just there. He just had to catch it and fall over the try line.
And the Irish, I mean, I'm just looking at the penalties there late in the game. They just hung in there, and then they showed their class. Like those kicks.
Yeah.
We were talking about Prendergast just now, saying he's a little bit arrogant or making errors. Those were important kicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, then it took the game away completely.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, all the right things at the right time. And
he's a great player.
He is a great player. Keeping Jack Crowley out. They've got so many fly-offs. Keeping the whole bunch of them out.
We remember when we used to play like the All Blacks with Dan Carter.
Yeah.
On the days that we can absolutely rattle and hammer Dan Carter.
Yeah.
Those are the days that the Springboks would do well, win. So maybe it's the same. You know, maybe he's a guy to target, as brilliant as he is, Sam Prendergast. Yeah. Then, do you want to discuss the big game of the weekend? Actually, isn't it?
Yeah. First Kolkata Cup win in 5 tries.
Yeah.
For England.
Has Finn Russell ever not kicked a goal? As in missed every single kick? But they were difficult kicks.
Yeah, it was the kick to win the game was a difficult one, but that's
maybe the first one wasn't that hard actually.
That's when a Lions fly off, that steps up.
And they were talking about
a Lions starting
is he
fly
playing
off
for the Lions, or as in for a starting lineup there, or is his head in the Scotland game? You know.
Yeah. There's the one thing you can question Finn Russell a little bit is a bit of a laissez-faire attitude.
He's got a bit of a weird demeanour.
Yeah, slightly. Always looks a little bit overweight. He does. I don't think he does any gym time and stuff like that. But, you know, whatever. If he delivers on the field, he did a lot of good stuff in the game as well.
Did a lot of good stuff,
but
his kicking out of hand is always pretty good.
Yeah,
and I mean some of the tries that were created.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of it. I'm trying to think now. Like the first 2 tries, was it the first 2 tries that? So the first try, obviously,
great tries.
Ben White. That started like just inside the Scottish half, and
Duan offloading sort of.
But even before that, you could see it was on.
Yeah.
So I can't remember who actually created that situation where Duan could, you know.
Yeah.
And we discussed it last. Was it? Yeah, the last Six Nations game. We felt that the midfield's a little bit weak.
Yeah.
Is a little bit soft for the Scots.
Yeah.
And we were saying maybe like they should try using Duan, and I think it was quite effective yesterday.
Yeah, I thought that Jordan inside centre
played very well.
Was quite good.
No, he was fine.
Surprising pace as well. Because he made the break on the outside and then he passed inside. A brilliant pass at full speed back to is it the scrum of Ben White? No?
Yeah, Ben White.
Yeah, great try. And a great rugby game. English youngsters, I mean, to win a tight game like that, but it's at home at Twickenham. You would have expected them to win the game.
Yeah, it's just against Ireland. I thought that their midfield was a bit weak.
Yeah,
and I think they actually remedied that very well. And they obviously his name's Jordan, eh?
Yeah,
he had a good game, obviously. Yeah, but. They remedied that.
They've got a few injuries as well. Scottish with Darcy Graham and a few other guys out. I think Blair Kingon's one of those guys who does a few really good things and then a few shocking things.
A few dumb things.
And run sideways
and like forcing a pass.
Yeah,
he must have done that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Just go to ground with the ball.
Yeah. So I thought he was a little better than the last game out, but slightly indifferent again. But I suppose I don't know.
And they had so many chances. Actually, the Scots.
They did.
Like all the things that we just mentioned apart.
Yeah.
They had so many chances in the first half.
Yeah.
They should have buried England.
Wasn't there? There was a try that was also a bit of a. I think it was a French ref, and there was an elbow touched at the same time. Sort of finish. I can't remember if it was this game.
That was the Wales game.
That was the Wales game.
That was the Wales game there at the end. Well,
they didn't repeat it again.
When it happened, it looked short. Yeah.
That was when it was sort of rolled over.
It looked short, and then I think his elbow touched. I think that was the correct call.
Yeah. Yeah, the commentators didn't think so.
But
That's what deserved another look.
But when Duan scored that last try, there was like a lot of. Why did he have that look on his face?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought, like when that happened, I thought, oh no, there's been a forward pass or something like that. Okay, but we've spoken about Scotland. What about England? I thought they weren't the same. They didn't have the intensity they had against France.
Yeah.
Or against Ireland, they were very intense, and I thought it's almost like.
Look, it's a young bunch of guys, but they've got a few guys that really put their hand up.
I think they're better than that. They seemed kind of shell shocked.
Yeah.
Their try was pretty good though, like breaking back after the Ben White try. They sort of like they really forced it, you know.
Yeah. I think that Mitchell scrum half is really, really good. I think Finn Smith, it was a big call to pick him at fly half and with Marcus Smith at fullback.
Yeah.
Seems to be working quite well. And with the young wingers, Slightholm and can't remember the other guy's name.
Yeah. Slightholm.
And Ben always has a massive game. Tom Willis, I think he went off, and then one of the Curry brothers had to come on.
Yeah.
But both those Curry brothers also look very good.
Yes, they were monsters on on anything loose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, how many turnovers? There must have been many turnovers.
Yes. Yeah. So. I don't want to say I'm happy for England because it's sort of, but yeah, same thing. We need Wales in a competition like this. You need proper competition. It's great that Scotland's doing well. You want England and Wales also to do well.
Yeah,
you know?
We commented on the group. I was a bit disappointed with the game, and another guy was like, "No, he thought it was a great game." The reason I said it, I thought it wasn't such a great game, even though it was so exciting. You know, the try at the end there to possibly win it by the Scots and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of errors in terms of like for instance, like the English would turn over the Scottish ball in their 22 after taking like phase after phase, and then they would kick it out, and then they would like immediately give away a penalty.
Yeah.
So like I felt like England just never really got in the
game.
Yeah,
the game didn't really get going. It just I think if you're either Scottish or English, you would say it was a great game just because it was so intense.
Because the intensity was great. As in
as a neutral, you would like to see a bit more
I was
flowing,
into the game. Like I almost, like, this is controversial, but I almost felt like England didn't do that much. They would get the ball and then they would give away a penalty. They did very well to get into the right areas of the field to get.
Who scored the tries? You see, so
there's just one try.
3-2-1.
Yeah, Tommy Freeman for England.
Yeah,
and
so that shows you that Scotland created more play actually.
Dude,
Finn Russell just missed every single kick.
Missed every kick, and in the first half,
like
there were 3 or 4 proper tries.
I think Scotland will kick themselves for this one.
They'll be bleak about it because I think they said it's like they haven't won the Calcutta Cup like 5 years in a row in something like ridiculous, like 50 years or something crazy. You know?
England rugby really needed this win. They were desperate for it, absolutely. And just to put faith in a coach, just to say that we're sticking with Borthwick and he's going to take us forward. I think it'll be good for English rugby.
Look, it's like they are not at their best. We've seen a good English team. This is not a good English team, but they are winning games. So if this is how they play when they win, like playing poor rugby, maybe they're going to build. They're going to be building, and come 2027, they're going to be a proper force.
You need it. You need to put faith in a guy. You need to put faith in young new players. They've got a young squad, and build towards the next World Cup. That's what you do, right?
And this, I like this fly off, this Finn Smith.
He looks good. He does the basics really well. He's not all flash and this and that, and then
that kick in the CR, I see it was the 70th minute. That was it was a long kick. For sea level.
He made it look easy.
I mean, it flew over.
I thought it was too big a moment for him, and it was just.
He looks like a real deal. Like we saw against France, he was very good against France. I thought.
I thought
How
so
old is
too.
that guy?
He must be young. I don't know who he plays for or where he came from. He just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, we don't really watch
English.
that much Premiership.
Yeah, we don't watch Premiership rugby.
I just don't. I said not that much. We don't watch any. Premiership.
No, we watch the URC because we were in it.
Yeah.
Nothing against it.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's lovely.
On Mud Island. I didn't just say that. Okay, but great rugby so far. Maybe Italy can put up a show against France. That's now, 5 o'clock. Any chance of Italy winning that game?
No,
I don't think so either. But maybe they can put up a good show.
They'll put up a good show. Italy is good. I don't want to, slate them. They are like Zebre is suddenly winning.
Yes,
full and Benetton has been good. I mean, we really struggled in the quarterfinal last year of the URC against them. They are a good team, and and I love that it's coming through into their national team.
And Zebre winning games, winning away games and stuff.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
Yeah,
I love
Zebre.
it.
Go the Zebras.
All the zebras in Italy.
Yeah,
maybe it doesn't mean zebra.
Sometimes they wear striped shirts.
Though,
I don't know what it means. I'm not Italian.
Be like us having like
Buongiorno.
South African llamas.
Arrivederci.
I don't think we have llamas.
Be like Lieutenant Eldo Rain.
I don't know.
Buongiorno from
I don't know
the Glorious Bastards. Come on,
I mean, I saw
you got no culture.
I'll watch it.
Margheriti.
I don't know what you
Whatever. Okay.
Cheers.